So Cascadia Quest is an organization that right now is focusing on wilderness rites of passage, grief work, and basically nature-based ceremony and personal empowerment work. We have one of the things that's really gaining a lot of attention right now is with young people, doing initiations for young people when they're ready, at the time when they're actually making that transition into adulthood, rather than keeping them long-term adolescents. We're going, actually, you're ready, so let's do something to help you stand in your place as a young man, as a young woman. People are really resonating that, not just the young people who do that, but their families, elders. People are really gravitating towards it right now, and I think there's a growing, like the time has come where there's a growing need, where people recognize the growing need for rites of passage and reinstituting rites of passage. So doing initiations for young people at the time when they're ready has been an interest of mine for many years. I used to read stories about, young people when at the right time they were taken into the bush and they spent 30 days with the men. I always wondered what they did. So our program for rites of passage is 9 days long. It starts with the first phase is severing, is leaving behind their life as a boy, and so we do a really beautiful cord cutting ceremony with their parents. To leave behind and really mark symbolically and in a very real way that boyhood is over, girlhood is over. They have time out on the land with us, with a group of men and with a group of women, to really start to get into what does it mean to be a man today, what does it mean to be a woman today, and to be able to talk frankly in ways that that young people might not talk with their parents. They also have time on the land alone. They have 48 hours in solitude, with water only. And this is the challenge. This is the challenge for them to get through, to find their own power. And then they're welcomed back into the community with the group of men, with the group of women, for 3 more days to help them get ready to go home. And then they have a whole year of mentorship beyond that to really help them stand firmly in this new role in this life, in this new station in life. But right now, this year, it's young men. We get to talk about what's it like to be a man. What's things that are going on in your life, and we get to hear, we get to listen, we can offer reflections on what has been good for us, what we've done, mistakes we've made. They get to see the real side of being a man, and can the more vulnerable side, and they get to be that themselves and see how there's so much power in vulnerability. And we also, once a month, we go and do something together. So we go for hikes, we go play frisbee golf, we go rock climbing, we cook food together, we spend time together and just enjoying being together in a circle of men. After a young person goes out, they do their 9-day rite of passage. They come back. The first thing, 2 weeks later, we have a welcome home ceremony for them, and the community comes out, their family comes out, their supporters come out, other people who have done the Vision Quest come out. Some people come just because they want to hear their stories. We're finding a lot of elders in the community show up just because they want to hear the stories and be there to support these young people. But I've heard several parents, all the parents actually say to me, wow, he's really different, wow, he's really stronger, wow, he's really speaking his mind in a good way, wow, he's really being much more responsible around the house. I can really see my son is grown up. I can see he's acting as an adult now. He's different in a really good way. And we also have this long-term vision of really growing the community and really initiating leaders for what we say a wild regenerative future, where nature is really the basis. Nature is the place where we live. Nature is the matrix that we live in. And people are really empowered when they come back with their vision, and they're empowered to live their vision. Yeah.
Awesome.